Greetings, Belizeans and true friends of Belize. I am Paco Smith, Chairman of the Belize Progressive Party. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to tell the people of Belize, both at home and abroad, to not lose track of the situation. I know it's a festive season right now, but we have to keep our minds open with regards to what is coming up with the referendum in April of next year. We're here to talk about the upcoming referendum involving Guatemala's unfounded claim to Belize. It's extremely important because this situation is as serious as it gets. I don't know if Belizeans understand that a yes vote on the referendum is essentially telling the ICJ that we're giving them carte blanche to redefine our borders. My position is an unequivocal no to the ICJ. The reasons I feel so very strongly about it is, number one, the risk is too high for Belize. That's point blank. The risk is too high. If you look at the special agreement, the way it's set up, essentially, if we vote yes to go to the ICJ, and in the event that the justices at the ICJ vote in Guatemala's favor, in terms of compensation to Guatemala, the only thing they will take into consideration is territory. They're not going to look at any type of monetary compensation, just territory. So that alone, as a Belizean, tells me that the risk is too high. The second reason is there is a false narrative being put out by the powers that be. And they're basically saying that if we vote no to the ICJ, that it's tantamount or the equivalent of doing nothing. And nothing could be further from the truth. Because over the past 2 years, we at the BPP have expressed what individuals in the diplomatic community in Belize have finally recognized as being a viable option. So there is a viable option out there that we can take that will not put our sovereign territory at risk. And the third is, fundamentally, it's a common sense issue. No matter how detailed the history is, the bottom line is this: we have this now. And it makes absolutely no sense to engage in an effort where the proverbial deck is stacked against you. And I say that because when you look at the wording of the compromise, you look at the wording of the referendum question, Guatemala has absolutely nothing tangible to lose, whereby we could lose upwards of to at least 53%, if not more, of our country. It's essential that, number one, if you haven't re-registered, you'll get re-registered as soon as possible. The word out of the Election and Boundaries Department is that re-registration is ongoing, and in terms of the referendum that is scheduled for April of next year, you still have time. So therefore, you could feel like saying no, but the first step is to get re-registered so that you can exercise your franchise. If you don't go out and vote no and stay at home, it could have detrimental effects anyway, because we need as many people as possible who are registered to come out and vote no. The bottom line is that we're looking at a majority. Whatever the majority says, that will be the determination. So we need as much no votes as possible. The final message I'd like to make to Belizeans, both at home and abroad, because we haven't forgotten our Belizeans in the diaspora, is, number one, don't lose sight of what is facing us right now. This is an existential threat to all that we know to be our beloved nation of Belize. Go out, get educated on the issue, be proactive, seek out information. Don't allow yourselves to be spoon-fed. Get the information from all corners. And in keeping with the notion of full disclosure, ensure that you look at all the options that are available for Belize. And my last message is, well, on a personal note, the risk is too high, and that's why I'm a staunch advocate of voting no to the ICJ. Thank you to all Belizeans, both at home and abroad.